Guys, come on. We don't need to be scraping the bottom of the barrel here. We have plenty of chickens. Protein is not in short supply. We could even eat cows if we ran out of chickens. I mean, fat people don't taste that great, but they'd feed a shit ton of people. Alright, I seen a Facebook post about this a while back, and for whatever reason it crossed my mind again. Surely because I was curious about the product and not desperate for another way to copy iDubbbz. See, what I did there was I became self-aware of what I'm doing, thus invalidating any criticisms that could come of it. And I just did it again. I'm a loose cannon. Someone stop me. Just kidding. Full speed, please. What the fuck am I talking about? Coast Cricket Protein is what this is. This is a line of protein bars and powders that are derived from not only natural ingredients, but from fucking crickets. Oh man. Ooh man, doesn't this look appetizing. I just want to suck the protein right out of their antennas. And maybe nibble on a couple of their 18,000 fucking toes. Yes, please, throw that into my already cardboard waxy tasting protein shit bar. And protein bars piss me off. Quest in particular. Is it just me? Or did they like really have something and then they just fucking changed it for no reason? I remember first eating a Quest bar in later 2014 before they switched to their fucking soluble corn fiber or whatever the fuck, and I swear to God I was ready to allocate like at least half of my 16-year-old Walmart pay to these shits because like for 200 calories they literally tasted like candy and they had enough protein in them that I didn't have to eat the fucking god-awful chicken and rice I ate 3 times a day. But no, they had to fuck it up. Way to fix something that wasn't broken, dickheads. I'm sorry, I have very personal issues that I take out in aggression towards protein bars. The last thing I want is insects in my protein bars. Imagine like biting into it and then like it starts to move in your mouth. Oh my god. I really did try to do that without physically cringing. I can't. Listen, when it comes to knitting and gossiping, I'm as manly as they make them. But when it comes to insects, no thank you. Fuck all that.
The Earth now has over 7.4 billion people, and those people need food.
Oh, thanks Einstein. Who would have thought people need food?
By 2050, there will be 2 billion more mouths to feed, and we'll have to double our food production to meet this demand.
That's why I make abortion jokes, but I'm serious. We need it. Like, kill your fucking kids today. Take the hanger and just listen. Overpopulation is real, and we're only breeding more serial killers and shit posters. We don't fucking need them. I do enough shit posting and serial killing. Keep your offspring out of it. The issue is we have these fucknut young people who think that shooting out 15 kids on your 18th birthday is just the brightest fucking idea. No, Junior. Put that shit in reverse and pull out of that driveway. You're not ready to park, and nobody wants you to park either.
When I returned home, I read a UN report highlighting the importance of eating insects for a sustainable food future.
My future's gonna be just fine, and that includes not fucking my face with insects. If you say that fast, that kind of sounds like incest, which that sounds really fucked up, but I guess in the same token, my life is going to be the same without fucking my face with incest. I say my future will be fine, given YouTube doesn't take my ads away and the stock market doesn't fuck off.
So, why crickets? Globally, over 2.5 billion people eat insects as part of their regular diet. They grow quickly and efficiently, using little land. They produce minimal greenhouse gases.
You're gonna have to sell me better. I don't care about the environment. Me and everyone I love is gonna be dead in 100 years. Who gives a fuck how many trees there are?
Need almost no water. And they're incredibly nutritious.
I'm really not too concerned with nutrition, man. Is it gonna give me gains? That's all I care about. I'm very shallow.
And unlike a lot of alternative protein sources, crickets are a complete protein, containing all 9 essential amino acids needed for muscle growth and repair.
Oh yeah, this is good.
These are actually pretty good.
It's actually really good.
It's good. It's really good. You would never know that there's crickets in there.
Oh no, it's good. Good.
Okay, sure, maybe it doesn't taste like crickets, but if you have half a brain, you know that there's crickets in it. That's their main selling point. You shit.
But since our mandate is to help make the world a little better, we want to do more with our campaign. Crickets save a lot of land, but they don't reforest land that's already been cleared. So we partnered with a tree planting company in British Columbia. If we hit our goal, we're going to personally plant 10,000 trees.
Oh, excellent. Let me buy this bar right now because they're going to plant 10,000 trees. Woohoo. You realize that there's trillions of trees on this planet, and your 10,000 is not going to make a difference? Yeah, me and my group of jackass friends, we're going to go out to the middle of a forest in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, and we're going to plant 10,000 trees that nobody will ever see. I hate people like this that are so arrogant to think that we can change the course of the planet by putting a fucking seed in the ground. Do you not realize what this planet has been through? At one point, this planet was a huge block of fucking ice. Where were your trees then, jackass? Frozen, that's where. Humans are not more than a breadcrumb in Earth's history in the grand scheme of things. Like, are we creating short-term effects? It's debatable. I don't really give a fuck though, and I'm not smart enough to debate it. Is Earth gonna correct itself once we've fucked off and died? Yeah, probably. It doesn't give a shit about us. It's just gonna fix itself anyways. So stop being so self-righteous that it's your duty to try and protect something that's literally allowing you to live. It reminds me of like a little toddler trying to protect their grown adult parents. Like, yeah, okay, it's cute, it's good-hearted, but utterly unnecessary. You're literally doing nothing. Like, if the sun decides, just one day just has an impulse, just, alright, fuck everybody, and it just starts to get close to where the point is just disintegrating the planet. Do you think your 10,000 out of 3 trillion trees is going to do anything? No. Is that a coherent, realistic thought that has anything to do with the subject? No, not really, but it sounded pretty fucking cool. Alright, let's get into the complete protein of the meat and potatoes of this though. And I'm going to give them this. I really dig the simplistic packaging. Like, I wouldn't eat it. I don't think I'd eat it. But I'd buy it and let it sit in my cabinet for sure and show people. That is some dank-ass packaging. I make jokes, but I'm being serious. Food companies take notice. Like, just put a good packaging job together and I will probably buy your product. You can package deceased human penis, and if it looks good, I'll probably buy it. That's why I try to make good thumbnails. Like, it looks good on the outside, but trash when you get to the actual product. But by the time you're there, it really doesn't matter because the seller has already made their money. Alright, they have a bunch of media publications that supposedly said some really nice and thoughtful things. By bunch, I mean 6. You see what they did there? They're from Canada. 6. Drake, wheelchairs, DeGrasse, fuck it, whatever. I'm just kidding. This is the only 6 that said anything nice. The other 15,000 said, why the fuck would I eat crickets? Well, here's our answer. And that's probably one of the smoothest segues I've ever done. Highly nutritious. Crickets contain a lot of protein, but they are also full of calcium, zinc, iron, magnesium, omega-3, omega-6, and other essential vitamins and minerals. Oh boy. I like how they're implying that like crickets are this superfood, like wow, there's nutritious things out there. One of them happened to be crickets. Revolutionary. Complete protein. Unlike a lot of other protein sources, crickets are a complete protein containing all 9 essential amino acids needed for muscle growth and repair. They don't need a pile of extra supplements to fill in the gaps. I like how they say, unlike a lot of other protein sources, crickets are a complete protein, choosing to ignore the other side of the spectrum, whereas literally every piece of meat is a complete protein, putting crickets on like this fucking pedestal. I like how they're telling you don't need supplements to fill in the gaps, but they're trying to sell you a product that you use to fill in the gaps when you don't have real food in front of you. Makes no sense to me. Need it? Don't need it? Which one? Less water. Compared to cows, chickens, and pigs, crickets require significantly less water pound for pound because they get all the hydration they need just from the food they eat. I don't know shit about this, so I'm not going to argue it. Even though I think there's room for that to be inaccurate, we'll just move on. Less emissions. Crickets have a much smaller impact on the planet than other protein sources. Compared to cows, crickets produce 100 times less greenhouse gases for the same pound of protein. Thank fucking Christ for the coast, guys. I know for a fact when I'm choosing my protein sources, I really gotta sit down and consider which one lets less gas out of their assholes. Also, how is this a valid point to sell their product? It's not something that you can change by buying their cricket product. It's not like by buying more crickets, less cows are gonna exist. That's like saying, a Tesla has less emissions than like a regular car. It's like, okay, what do you want me to do with that? You think regular cars are going to stop existing because Teslas exist? Sorry if the light kind of keeps changing. The sun is really fucking shifting on me today. Maybe today's the day the sun says fuck it and just comes in on us. But it keeps shifting and I have to keep adjusting the shutter. Well, let's see what they actually offer in the bars. Once again, that fancy ass packaging that I enjoy so much. Wait, what? 10 grams per bar? That's it? I mean, they better not have more than 90 to 100 calories. Otherwise, I'm just gonna stick to the run-of-the-mill chalk-flavored protein bar instead of expensive cricket shit bar. It's probably around 200 calories, which even in the case if it was 100 calories and 10 grams per bar, then you gotta eat double it, and you gotta buy more. So in my opinion, right off that, this product's flawed. Because instantly you're getting less for your money than you would almost any other protein bar on the market. Alright, let's look at the powder.
21.
Grams a scoop. That's not too bad. I mean, nonetheless, it's just another run-of-the-mill powder. The pricing is reasonable, surprisingly enough. The bars cost about as much as Quest bars, and the powder is the same price as MTS Whey. Excuse my dumbass, I spoke totally wrong when I was making this. It's actually not the same price as MTS Whey. It's almost double what MTS Whey costs. 2 pounds is about $50 US, and MTS Whey is 5 pounds for $60. So it's an expensive fucking protein when there's even better options out there for half the price. Personally, I wouldn't pay that much for dead insects to be crushed into my food that I plan to eat, but whatever turns you on, I guess. The powder I can understand a little bit more, but I don't get the bars. They try to sell you that crickets are this great protein source, but you can only get 10 grams per bar. But I'd rather not have to eat 2 or 3 bars for the same yield as one other bar or 6 ounces of chicken or beef would give. The idea is not different at all, honestly. I'd say it's not even that great either. But the presentation is really great, and I guess that's why people are sold. White people like to do this thing where we take ideas from other countries or regions where something is quite popular and normal, and has been for a long time, and present it as this groundbreaking, revolutionary thing. But instead of doing it like they do it, we put it into a food bar. I mean, if they're making money and people enjoy it, good for them, more power to them. I'll leave the link in the description if you feel like eating protein bars with the same crushed carcass that's on the bottom of my shoe. I just don't see it. And for that reason, I'm out.
Darling, you